It's official. It's the end of the World Golf Championships Dell Technologies match play at the sad day. If you've been following the channel at all, you know I volunteer at the match play tournament each and every year in Austin, Texas. I've got a fantastic volunteer job, a walking score. I get inside the ropes and follow a match around and score it. I've had some fantastic experiences, anywhere from following Cam Smith and seeing him beat Patrick Cantlay to watching Phil Mickelson beat Jason Day on the 18th hole and having him put his arm around me afterwards. More on the volunteer angle of this in a moment, but I think there are some rumors that are flying around that we need to talk about as well. And there's one of them that hasn't been discussed by the media at all. So more on that in a moment. But first, here's how I, as a volunteer, found out about this news. Now, the rumors have been swirling since February, and the PGA Tour has even altered their 2024 schedule already. However, as a volunteer, nothing official has been communicated to me until this morning when I got this email in my inbox. Subject to the email, future events update. And if you scroll down, they're going to do a press conference, but the meat of this message out to the 1,200 or so volunteers that volunteer at the tournament each year, it's really this right here. It says the PGA Tour, with the reimagined schedule for 2024, has had to make some difficult decisions. At this time, a match play event with 64 players does not fit into the confines for events in the 2024 schedule. So let's talk about the why for this announcement a little bit further. The rumor that everyone is talking about is the fact that the Austin Country Club was demanding more money from the PGA Tour to host the tournament at that site. This has been talked about across several different news articles, and it's somewhat of an understood point that the Austin Country Club was asking for more money to update their facilities, make the country club nicer, better in various forms. The debate that had been going on locally in Austin for years, really since 2016, since the tournament started to be played at the Austin Country Club, has really been this kind of rift between the golf members and social members at the Austin Country Club. And it's a relatively legitimate concern. Multiple months of the year, the course cannot be played by the golf members, yet they're still paying dues for the ability to play golf, and they're not able to do that. And so it's understandable that over time that welcome is going to be somewhat worn out, that 1 week of the year when all eyes are on Austin and the Austin Country Club and the best 64 players in the world come to that tournament, they're going to be happy about it and excited to host everyone at that site. Yet for the other 51 weeks out of the year and the multiple months of prep in order to get the course ready to host such an event, as well as the multiple months it takes to break down everything that is on course after the event comes and leaves, that can get a little bit long in the tooth perhaps. But here's the rumor that no one is talking about. You don't see this across any bona fide golf media outlet, and here's what it is. Not only is the Austin Country Club asking or almost demanding more money from the PGA Tour to host the tournament, but because the tournament no longer draws the top 64 players in the world because of, lo and behold, LIV Golf. So if you think about it, you've got the PGA Tour sitting in the middle. On one side, you've got the Austin Country Club, who's demanding more money out of the PGA Tour. And on the other side, you've got the main sponsor for the event, Dell Technologies, not willing to put more money in. And so given the overall circumstances, you've got a situation that's relatively untenable and can't continue because it doesn't have the means to support itself. And I think you've got some context clues for this rumor specifically on the sponsorship side, and Dell potentially not willing to pay as much as they have in prior years to host the tournament. From a business perspective, the main context clue I'm picking up on the sponsorship side comes from me picking up my volunteer uniform gear over this past weekend. And there was something that I noticed that had never been there before. And you can take a look at some of the gear that I get. Like for instance, this is my hat. I get a Dell Technologies match play hat. Now, this hat is from Ahead, a brand that I've never really worn before. But the one thing that you see on this hat that you've never seen before is another sponsor. And you've got Intel on this hat. I also get another wide brimmed hat, one of these giant bucket hats so that I can keep the sun off me. as I walk around the course. Again, the Dell Technologies logo, but on the back, interestingly, the Intel logo. And then finally, a first of its kind. Never before we've received a water bottle. This is really interesting. So you've got, it's actually really nice, high quality. So you've got the Dell Technologies logo on the front, but lo and behold, on the side, you've got the Intel logo. And so it's just from these context clues, it's my assumption that Intel played a part. So whether or not Dell brought in Intel in order to subsidize the cost, whether or not the PGA Tour suggested perhaps an adjacent sponsor to help out with funding for the overall sponsorship, who knows? But it's something that no one else has been talking about. The tournament is just a few weeks away. I'm really excited. There are going to be some players that I've looked forward to each year seeing, Cam Smith maybe, Dustin Johnson maybe, that are not going to be there because they're playing on LIV Golf. But nonetheless, it's going to be a last hurrah, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it as much as I can. Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. If you've got any comments or thoughts on these rumors, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and interact with you down there in the comments section. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it.